So, hello, ladies, again. Um, First of all, congrats on the walkout. I hope things went well. And let's talk about it when I get back. But besides that, last class we went over like the first part about the CRUD app. So right now, the functionality that we have, if we think about it, so CRUD stands for create, read, update, destroy, or delete. So the functionality that we have right now is we can create something. So we have the C part down. We could read something. Now we need to be able to update or delete things. So, just to review, when we are creating a profile for in our website, we have this new route. So that is going to display our form, and the form we said is going to make a post request in order to save our information, and it's going to go to this route, our /profiles route. So once the user fills out the form, it's going to go ahead and go to this route, make a post request, and it's going to run this save method, and the save method is going to make a text file for that profile. And then once we save that file, then we are going to go ahead and redirect the user and show them the profile that they just made. And when we show them the profile that they made, we're going to go to this route. So we're going to redirect them to the name of the file, and then that text, and then here we are going to get that title, that text file title, and we are going to go ahead and run the show content method, and all that's going to do is it's going to read that that file, and we're going to save them in instance variables. That way we could actually display it in our views. So when we go to our show page, we can print out our title and our content. So that is our app as of now. Now we are going to want to work on edit functionality and deleting things. So in order to do that, we are going to need some more routes. So let's just make them right here. So when we edit things, typically there's some edit form. So we're going to need another get route. So we're going to do get and then /profiles / typically this would be ID, but in our app we're just using the title, /edit do end. And this route is going to be in charge of displaying our edit form. So we could go ahead and tell it to use our edit view. And right now we don't have anything in that view, but we'll add something soon. And then once we edit things, so once they edit their content or their whatever file, then we are going to want to do either a put or a patch request. But in our case, because we're not working with an actual database, we are going to stick with put. And so we're going to go ahead and make a put request to profiles and / title for convention. End. And let's just stick with these two routes for now. So edit is very similar to new insofar as new is creating a profile. New uses a form, and new we like redirect to show them whatever profile that they made. So edit is going to work pretty much the same way. We're going to have a form that is going to allow them to edit that information of the file. And then once we like submit that edit form, then we are going to redirect them and we're going to show them their new updated profile. So let's go ahead and make our edit form. So our edit form, we're going to go ahead and do the whole shebang for HTML. And it's going to be very similar to our new form. So we're going to go ahead and type in our form. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead. I could just copy this. I'm going to paste that in there. And instead of make a profile, we're going to do edit. I'll just leave it at edit. And we are going to go ahead and add our method and our action. So our action, we are going to want to go to this route after. That way we could go ahead and like save our edits. So I'm going to do /profiles, and then I'm going to print out my title here. So right now I'm using @title, but @title doesn't exist in our method. So we're going to want to go ahead and add that in. That way we have access to it. So here we are going to make @title is equal to params title. There. So now we have access to the inner view. And we're going to just go ahead and do the same for content as well. That way we can like display the content that it already has in the file, and they could edit that content themselves. So we're going to do @content is equal to, and we're going to use this method, the show content. This is equal to show content. And we're going to do @title. Okay. So now we are going to go ahead and like read that file, and we're going to save it in that @content instance variable. So now that we have access to both of those things, we're going to go ahead and use those in our form. So right now we have our action. We are actually going to want to keep this as method is equal to post. I'll tell you why in a second. I'm just gonna edit this information. Actually, I don't want them to edit the title, so I'm just gonna take that out. But the content, I'll go ahead and let them edit that. So within our text area, you're gonna go ahead and paste that, or let them see that content instance variable. So again, we're gonna need our ERB Ruby tags. And I'm gonna print it out, so I need that equal sign. I'm gonna say at content, and then close that out. So now we are going to be displaying the content. Okay, so let's talk about this. So method is equal to post. So even though we are going to make a put request once the form is submitted, the server really only recognizes get and post requests. So we're going to have to trick it into making a put request. So in order to trick our server into doing that, we are going to add a hidden input. So it's going to be input type hidden. So this isn't going to show up to our viewers at all. And the name is going to be underscore method, and the value is going to be put. So all this is saying is like, hey, this form is going to make a post request to this URL, to this route, but really it's going to make a put request. So this is just the syntax. This is just what we have to do in order to make put requests in Sinatra. So this isn't going to show up in our form at all. It's just going to do it in the background, which is awesome. Okay, so now that we have like our form completed, we're going to go ahead and go to our put route, and we are going to want to save their changes or whatever changes they made. So in order to do that, we are going to want to use our save method that we already made. And then we're going to want to redirect them to this page to show them their new updated profile. So let's go ahead and do that now. So we're going to want to use that save method. And the save method that takes in a title and it takes in content. So let's go ahead and feed it those parameters. So we're going to do params title, params content. So it's going to grab the title and it's going to grab the content from our form. And that's going to go ahead and save that text file with those new changes. And then finally, we're going to want to redirect them to their show page. So it's going to be exactly the same thing as what we're doing in post. So as you can see, it's literally the exact same thing, only we're making a put request instead of a post. So whenever you, I guess, are confused as far as like how to make an edit page, just go ahead and think of making a new page because they are so similar. So we're going to go ahead and save that. And that should be it for edit. Trying to think if we should just stop here for now, or if we should just keep going. Yeah, let's stop here for now. When I get back, we will talk about deleting things, and then we will be done with this CRUD app. Just make sure that you finish up this functionality for now. We only have delete to work on, and we will work on that when I get back. But let's just go over how this all works. So I'm going to go ahead and run my app. That way we could actually see it work. I'm going to go ahead, do Ruby app.rb. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's go to that edit page. So I go to localhost profiles / Betty White text, and then /edit. It brings me to this edit page. The sweetest lady in the world is magical. Probably loves puppies and tacos. And then let's just add to this, and let's say is immortal. Hopefully. And then go ahead and hit submit. And now it says is immortal. Cool. So we will, go ahead and like clean this up when I get back. But as long as you understand, how to make different requests other than GET requests, and how forms work, that should be good. All right, so go ahead, get to work, and I will see you soon. Bye.